Jo from Joe's Country Junction. I'm here today to show you how to make some fun things using your Rose of Sharon die and using the leaf. The main thing that we're going to be working on is we're going to be working with wool, and I have some fun little ideas and things that make it much easier than the old-fashioned way of hand stitching. What you're going to need is a product called Steam-A-Seam. It comes in a roll like this. You can get it by the interfacing section at your local quilt shop. So what I did is I took a piece of the Steam-A-Seam, that's hard to say, and I cut it so that it was 1.5 inches by 2 3/4 inches long. And this comes apart. So what you do is you peel the two pieces apart. And here you go. One side is like paper, one side is sticky. See how it's sticky? What you're going to do is take a scrap of wool and you're going to put it down, and it will stick lightly to the wool. So cut your fabric then to the same size. Okay, and then come over to your iron. You're going to iron it just quick and fast like that. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to put it on your Rose of Sharon die, and we're using the large leaf this time. And you put it on your die. I can stack about 3 or 4 at a time. Run it through your die or through the machine, and when it comes out, it'll be like this. Now what happens is if you peel this back piece off, it will stick onto your project like this. Now let's say when you decide you didn't want that leaf there, you can pick it up and you can move it to another spot and it will just lightly stick. Once you want it there permanently, then you would iron it with an iron. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit more about a couple of these other projects. This one was made, this pin cushion was made using the 5-inch circle as the base, and then it used the small leaf for these pieces, put in a flower shape, and then after it was stitched, I put the pieces right sides together, sewed around the edge, turned it right side out, and added a little trim around the edge, and that's how I got the pin cushion. This project that I'm working on uses the large leaf. I started showing you how I'm stitching along the edge here. What I'm going to show you now is I have these pieces where I want them, so I'm going to take these to the iron and I'm going to press them down because this is where I want them. Okay, now I'm going to show you the fun part. I'm going to take you over to my sewing machine and I'm going to show you how to do this on your machine rather than do it hand stitching the old-fashioned way. I'll meet you. I'm using this thread, and this is an Accuquilt thread, and it's wool, and you can use it in your machine. It's just totally awesome. It makes things much easier. I have my machine set to a blanket stitch, and I have a longer stitch length. I moved it up to a 4. I have a Bernina. I don't know how yours is set, but mine is at a stitch length of a 4. And so all I'm doing is coming along the side and sewing along that edge and doing a little blanket stitch right along the side there. You can see that these are being held in place nicely using the Steam-A-Seam, and this is just going slick. So that's an easy way to get a wool project done really quick and fast. You can make it using your Accuquilt Go cutter and the leaf die, and if you want to make that pin cushion, you can use the 5-inch circle to help you do that. And if you want to learn more, check out joescountryjunction.com.